Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back to the program. It's been a while since he has been here. He is the president of L.A.G.H. Please welcome my guy, Henry Keculah. What's up, G? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you, man. And he has brought along the lovely Helena Washington, who is a part of the Liberian Association. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Let's tell us about L.A.G.H, the acronym, what it stands for, and you all's mission.
L.A.G.H stands for the Liberian Association of Greater Houston, and our mission is to provide support to Liberians within the city of Houston and also across the United States, empowering them.
Nice. It has officially been announced that, Houston is the most diverse city in the country, surpassing New York. It's official now. I seen it when I got back from when I got back from Jamaica, and I saw the sign, the most diverse city in Houston. And so with Liberians being here, I didn't realize the huge African community that is here. And so now I'm glad that folks from Liberia are stepping up, because I don't hear a lot. You hear a lot about, folks from Ethiopia, of course, Nigeria, which is the big one, even Ghana, but Liberia. Tell us about the Liberian Association.
Well, Liberia being one of the smallest countries, obviously, when you look at the population size in comparison to Ethiopians and Ghanaians and Nigerians, they're much larger countries. But we do have a great presence. We have about 3,000 within the greater Houston area, your listening area, which is a great number considering, the size of our country. And the other thing about the Liberian Association, we offer a lot of support. We're trying to build scholarship opportunities for our young people, for our community. We have various professionals within our community. For example, I'm in mental health, and I deal with a lot with social service and a number of things. So they know they can reach out to me, or they can reach out to someone who may be in construction or someone who may be an auto sales dealer.
Well, excuse me. Let me correct you with my introduction of you, Dr. Helena Washington.
Oh, no. I'm on my way. Hours,
okay.
Yes. I have hours towards the doctorate. But I like that. You put it in the energy for me to hurry up and go finish. But, yes, I'm a master level. But with all of the different capacities, most of us are in healthcare. African people tend to gravitate towards nursing and so forth. But there's a number of us in business and a lot of different businesses in the area. And we're just trying to support our community because right now we do have some challenges going on with immigration. Recently, Trump extended the D.E.D, which allows many of our refugees and folks who were able to gain asylum coming here for safety from our civil war in the 90s. He extended it for 1 year. So part of what we do, we're educating our people on and we have a large number of those refugees here in Houston. We're educating them on what you need to do. Let's make this happen. You only have a year, and that goes by quickly. And we're not here to talk politics, but we don't know sometimes what may come up next with the current administration.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to be proactive with our community and making sure that these things get done in a timely fashion. And as far as fundraising, it's for scholarships and to assist those with some of the immigration issues. This
is absolutely amazing. And so I'm glad that you all are on. Ms. Washington, representing the Liberian Association of Greater Houston. And so you guys have an event that is coming up here on Saturday, May 4th. Thank God it's in the evening, so by that time, hopefully our 504 day would have been wrapped. So let's talk about the Installation and Inauguration Ball. Invest in the future.
Well, I'm currently on the board of directors with the Liberian Association of Greater Houston, and we are proud that we have new officers, new leadership coming in. And here is our incoming president, Henry, who is also a thriving businessman within our community working with our youth. So I'm just proud that he and his administration will be installed on May 4th, and I'll let him go into a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so tell us about it, Henry.
Oh, it was a great opportunity. Had over 650 people stand in line to vote for me in almost over 2 hours. And the opportunity of serving our community and investing in education. I'm a big advocate for education. Over 65% of the population of Liberians are youth. So it's time to create that chance of creating scholarship opportunities, because education is the great equalizer once again.
Yeah, and congratulations on your award. When I hosted the iconic event this past spring, and you received an award there. So yeah, let me say publicly congratulations to you on that. It was a surprise to see you there. So good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys got an incredible guest speaker that's going to be at the Installation Inaugural Ball of Invest in the Future. Tell us about that.
We also have wide receiver for the Houston Texans, Jester Weah, and he's also a great athlete, and he's going to be our guest speaker to talk about his story and why is it important to also invest in education, and you can still be a talented athlete at the same time.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
he's Liberian as well, and he plays for the Texans.
Yeah. So combining that thing of education and athleticism, what was the inspiration for you to have the Invest in the Future?
I was looking, when you look at, once again, the population, 65%, and seeing that we have a lot of kids in our community that do not go to college. Liberia is the poorest country in the world. So if you're trying to change a country, the fastest way to create the foundation is through education. And that's why we took it upon our group to say, let's create more scholarships so kids can go to college and graduate within 4 years, because the number one reason that students drop out of college, it is because of debt and not having enough money.
Yeah.
And the next thing you have to look at with education is that over 2 million students drop out of college in their first year in the United States every year.
That's so unfortunate, but I'm sure there's a lot of factors as to why. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Henry Keculah from the Liberian Association of Greater Houston, along with, I'm going to speak it into existence again, Dr. Helena Washington.
Thank you.
Who is also here. The Invest in the Future Installation and Inaugural Ball is happening on this Saturday, May the 4th. And where's it going to be, guys?
We chose the Arab American Community Center.
Okay.
Hopefully within the next couple of years we'll have our own, but we wanted to also take a look at diversity.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of great things within even the parts of Africa, because a lot of our African brothers and sisters are either Christian, Muslim, or other faiths. So, and they represent all of that. So we wanted to utilize a cultural center. Obviously, we needed the size because we do get a pretty good turnout. We have officials and so forth coming out to support us. But we wanted to utilize another cultural center that can support, what we're doing. And, maybe in the future, maybe we could collaborate, because even the manager who helped us, she's from Africa.
Nice.
And, even though their country's considered to be in the Arab world. So it was really nice. We just wanted to make sure that, to piggyback off of what Henry stated, us making a difference in the diaspora, because our country depends on us all over the world. To bring together for the opportunity. So extending ourselves to other cultures, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, it only makes sense. Yeah, to bring it all. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm here for all of that. What is this D.E.D issue here? I'm not familiar with that. So speak on that.
So in the early 90s, Liberia actually had two different civil wars, and these civil wars allowed people to come to the United States as refugees. And at the time, they created TPS. Then that transformed into D.E.D, a temporary act that allowed Liberians to stay here in the United States. And all of the presidents, George Bush, Obama, they all renewed it. And it expired. It was expiring March 31st of 2019, and Donald Trump did not want to renew it. And so all of these Liberians who've been here since the 90s, if they're on D.E.D status, they're going to be sent back.
They're going to be sent back.
And they have family, kids.
Everything. They've built a life here. I mean, they've been here since the 90s.
Exactly.
We're going into 30 years since the 90s here really soon.
And they have families. Many have companies, businesses. They employ people. They help their community.
I'm sure they've probably helped continue to build this country since they've been living here, and now they have to get sent back. That's unfortunate and so incredibly sad. I'm like you, Dr. Washington. I don't want to get into politics, even though I could, but it's the reason as to why what is going on is going on. And
well, the significant thing with Liberia, out of all the African countries, Liberia always had the closest ties to the United States. You know, even though we take a look, and I know the history teaches, that's where the freed slaves went. Right. Liberia was still there before the freed slaves got there. We had the indigenous people. Yeah. I'm part of the indigenous. My mom is from one of the indigenous tribes, and my dad's family is more on the what we call Liberians. Okay. You hear the Johnson and the different last names that are more American. Yeah. But since the current administration,
it's fascinating. I don't know. Now you got me interested in a whole other thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I love the way they teach it. It was founded by freed slaves. Well, it was there before. Right. But the other thing is, with that being the case, considering the current administration, there's not a lot of friendliness right now with foreign countries. So we have to realize that we need to be very proactive in handling our business. Right. For lack of a better term, we have to handle our business. Things have been a certain way for a long time. Now it's time to start calling attorneys. What do we need to do? You don't want families broken and split. A lot of folks have been mentioning, talking about what's happening with the Latina population. We're going through it as well in a different way. Right. You have the dreamers, and now you have us. It's the same similar thing. And he's trying to find a way to send everybody, quote unquote, back to where they came from. Right. But I wanted to explain the D.E.D stands for Deferred Enforced Departure. And it has been extended until 2020, spring 2020.
So they've got about a year. That does not give us
a lot of time.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
So I wanted to pull up the exact time frame.
Well, thank you.
We don't have a lot of time at all.
I'm glad that you brought light to this situation. I was totally ignorant to all of this, so thank you for that education. Yeah, we got to do something. I don't know where it begins, and this is all just so sad that they just want to play with people's lives. Yeah. It's just, it's sickening. But listen, on a lighter note, on Saturday, it's gone down, H-Town. The Installation and Inauguration Ball investing the future. Jester Weah, from the wide receiver from the Houston Texans, will be a guest speaker. And it'll be at 7 p.m. this Saturday. The address
is 10555 Stancliffe Road, Houston, Texas, zip code 77099. That's in L.A.G.H. Okay. Great facility, nice place.
And I'm sure that they can follow you all on social to get more information.
Yes, and that's on social media, L.A.G.H.O.U.26. That's on Instagram. And our Twitter, it is the same handle, L.A.G.H.O.U.26 on Twitter.
All right, guys, thank you for coming through and enlightening us on what is going on with our brothers and sisters, in Liberia, and just bringing awareness to your organization and what you're doing. Henry, you continue to keep doing good in the hood. I see, bro. So thank you for that. Thank you for coming on. Henry Keculah, president of the L.A.G.H, and the lovely Helena Washington. Thank you all for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcome him back to the program. He was here last year for the National Black Film Festival, and he is the founder and president of the National Black Film Festival, which will be here in Houston. Please welcome J.O. Malone.
What's up, KG, man? How you doing, brother?
Doing well, G. How are you?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm glad to be back again.
Back for another year of the National Black Film Festival. Yes. Tell us about the film festival and how it came about.
So back in 2015, I shot my first feature film in Jackson, Mississippi. And I took a crew out there that was didn't look like me and didn't understand my culture. And so I had a couple problems out there. It's we're not going to say any names like that. No, it just didn't understand the culture and where I was coming from. So I spent 25 days out there shooting this feature film, and things didn't go the right way. And so when I came back home to Houston, I said, I need to figure out how to develop a crew that can understand my language, my background, my culture, a family that I can build with. And the concept we came up with was a film festival, the National Black Film Festival. So that's how it came about. And not wanting it to be like on my own in this. Mm-hmm. You know how people was like, okay, I got the juice. I got these films that I'm doing. I'm going to do it by myself. I wanted to bring it back to my community and show people how to do it the right way. Mm-hmm. And so with this film festival, we show how to create films. We show how different jobs in the industry that you can get that you may not know of. Everybody talks about being a director or actor, but don't know it's so many different jobs that you can have.
Different ones.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we do. We teach, we educate, and we have a good time and networking party as well. So
indeed,
yes, sir.
I had the honor of moderating one of the panels that you had at AMC 8 downtown, and it was dope. I mean, I enjoyed myself, learned a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was, thinking of getting into that realm, done a little things here and there.
Come on, a couple little things. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And so yeah, this is dope, especially for someone who is starting out, or you're thinking about film, or you have a creative mind and you want to put that on film, or release it as digital content. I think this is a great start for them.
Right. And it's not a film festival where you should be intimidated.
Right.
A lot of people think, well, I have to get all of these different things prepared. I don't have anything yet to show. Our film festival, we take it back to basics. Like, we don't care if you never picked up a camera before. We will teach you from the root, from the mud, from the grass, how to be a filmmaker, how to be an actor. And nobody's going to judge you if this is your first time. Especially being in Houston, right? A lot of people fake in front anyway, right? So, like, this is a festival where you can actually learn the real tools that you need. We're bringing in so many different people from the film industry who are going to teach you these different things. People like Natasha Ward, who's a casting director. She's teaching a audition technique class. Greg Carter, who is a Houston native director who has films on BET. He's teaching directors one-on-one acting, director's master class. Wesley Jonathan, Sweetness from Roll Bounce, is coming down teaching the acting class. And so I make sure every year when we have these different celebrities come through that they understand that you have to teach. You have to teach our community how it's done, not necessarily how it's done in Hollywood, but from your infancy, where you came from. How did you make it out of your situation to get to where you are today? And so it's a lot of film lessons, but a lot of life lessons as well.
Indeed. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to J.O. Malone from the National Black Film Festival, which is happening, the dates on those, bro?
May 1st through the 4th. Yeah.
May 1st through the 4th?
This week, May 1st through the 4th.
That's right.
4 days. It's going down in a major way. And we're at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum and the AMC 8 in downtown Houston.
Yeah. And then throughout all of the events that'll be going on, because there's going to be many.
Yeah, some happen simultaneously.
Right.
It's so much going on this year.
So where's that list? Where do people need to go to find out like all of the things that's going down during the festival?
So all you have to do is go to nationalblackfilmfestival.com, where we have plenty of schedules and lists on there. So just go to nationalblackfilmfestival.com, as well as follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're continuously doing updates, multiple updates during the day, so you can follow what we're doing. Look, we're millennials. Our demographic is 25 to 40. So this is the next generation of filmmakers. And so everything that we do is social media based. So not only will we teach you how to tell real stories in the right way, but we're going to show you how to reach people in a different way via social media. So, it's a lot of interesting things that we like to do with our films. And so if you're ready to be a filmmaker in Houston and not have to go to Atlanta, New York, or Los Angeles, and you can do it from here, sometimes from your couch, sometimes from your own home, we're going to teach you how to do that.
Yeah. And you don't need a lot too either, right?
Not in today's age.
I've seen a whole move, and I promise to God, I was incredulous. I did not believe it. And they were like, yeah, I saw a movie on YouTube shot beautifully,
Right.
all off of an iPhone.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
On an iPhone. I said, no, there's no way that this, just how it looked, just because, I'm into cinematography and how things come across on screen.
Right.
And just how it looked and the texture that they used. It was like, no, this is, I just used it in 1080 at, I think 24, frames per second. Like,
there you go.
And I was like, wow, my phone can do. It was a whole movie shot on an iPhone. It looked flawless.
Technology is so advanced. It's not really about the equipment. The tech has even the playing field. Now you have to have the knowledge. You have to have the knowledge, and then you have to have the want to.
Yes,
to go gain the knowledge, right?
Yeah. Especially in post.
It's still going to take a lot of work to do. But if you dedicate yourself to being a filmmaker or being a creative or entrepreneur in this creative industry that we're in, if you dedicate yourself and make sacrifices, you can achieve what you want. But the problem is that people don't really make those sacrifices, and they say, "Why didn't it didn't work? Right? Why it didn't work? Why it didn't work for me? I spent $5,000, $10,000 on this equipment. Well, you should have put that investment in time and effort into learning and gaining the relationships to make it happen.
Listen,
money is not going to do it. If it was just money, then any rich person
could
just
pop up and
boom,
do it, and boom, here we go. Right,
yeah.
right. You're absolutely right about that. I mean, even for myself, I taught myself how to video edit, and it is tedious. It's a tedious process because after I got proficient in the particular software, for something that was going to be all of 3 minutes, took me 2 hours to edit.
Right.
Exactly. And so you're right. It takes time. It takes that want to learn and to grow, but that hustle. And then if you ain't got it, then this probably isn't the thing for you, because there's a lot of work that goes into it. Not just the filming. I mean, in post production as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But you got, your heart has to be in it. The people and the people around you have to be dedicated and passionate as well. I'm around a group of people. I don't have many friends, right? Yeah. I have a lot of good people who are working and striving in the same circle, dealing with people like we work with a team at the Media Block, and these people, they have their own podcast room. They have their own studio. Where people can go and create and be free and be able to be themselves. Mm-hmm. We have so many good people on our team that makes this happen. It's not just one. It's just not me. I only can put so much on my own back to get it to a certain level. Okay. And then you have to kind of let go, let God.
Well, I see that.
You know what I mean?
You have definitely expanded, because last year it was just you coming through. Now you got a whole team. I see your videographer, maybe the assistant, maybe the assistant.
Man, we got Alicia East in the building. She does our sponsorship, so she goes out and gets all our sponsorship with us. Yeah. We got the Media Block in the building. We got Q Guide and LaMonica Guide, and we got Veronica Jones. These people are good people first, and then we get into what the business looks like and creating these events and creating these moments, because our festival is not just like, okay, we're going to make some money doing this film festival. It is an immersive experience, and it's all about the festival experience. Everything that we do, from NBFF to the black market and other things that we're putting into development, it's about the people. And it's about not wasting your time and saying, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I dreamt about when I was a kid, and doing it the right way and not wasting time, and really experiencing those moments.
Yeah. So save the date. This week is going down.
Let's go, man. Pull up.
May 1st through the 4th, the National Black Film Festival. 4-day festival. It's going to feature workshops. They're going to have panels. There'll be some screenings of some great. So
one more thing.
Screening.
One more thing. All the screenings we got over 50 screenings at the AMCA in downtown Houston. But one thing I want you to come through, KG, is the All Black Masquerade Party. That goes down Friday night at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum. I'm gonna say that one more time so you get the All Black Masquerade Party at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum. Now it's going down in a major way. We got a team called Soul Control. It's gonna be controlling the sounds. My guy DJ Elevated, DJ Anarchy are gonna be on the ones and twos, but not on that fake DJ stuff. They got the real turntables out there. The DJ is going to be side by side, and we're going to have a good time, man. So Wesley Jonathan's going to be in the building, Greg Carter, Natasha Ward, Trey Haley, all the different celebrities that'll be teaching will be partying with us that night as well. So come out.
So come on out, yeah. I'll definitely be there on that Friday the 3rd. Then whatever other events, we're going to check it out. NBFF, the National Black Film Festival, May 1st through the 4th. Follow them on social at
National Black Film Festival on all social media.
On all social platforms. Man, appreciate it. J.O. Malone, founder and president of the National Black Film Fest. Thanks for stopping through, G.
Appreciate it, KG.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.